Everybody, welcome back. It's episode 72 of the Common Woman Podcast. Hey. We back. I startled you, Mel.
Yeah.
Sorry about the audio last week. I'm not sure if I just didn't have the iPad turned up loud enough or what, but we couldn't turn it. We couldn't turn it up any further than it was. So sorry about that, y'all. But we here today. We here. Know what I mean? Loud and clear.
A little hype there.
Yeah, sorry. I'm Cortnie. I'm your hyped host today, joined in person by my amazing bestie,
Melissa.
I keep startling her. I'm also joined by my amazing husband / sound engineer / nurse / amazing man. Babe is in the building. So this week, what was I gonna say about this week? Something happened this week. I can't remember.
A lot of things happened this week.
What happened this week? How you gonna do that to me?
You had to add at least one thing.
Yeah,
you know,
you
you're
hyped
gonna
her
come
up like
with
that.
You know, I thought you had my back for a second. I was like, all right, cool.
Let me
I
see
can't remember.
what happened.
Inaya found a group of friends.
Oh, she made a little crew.
Yeah, she has joined the block gang.
I love it.
Rolling deep, yo.
It's so cute. It's like older
a block
kids.
gang. You need one. I had one.
Yeah, man. I think we all did, really.
Yeah.
I remember growing up with my crew on the street in Holbrook. You know what I'm saying? Whole Brooklyn in the house.
Whole Brooklyn?
I'm the only person who has ever said that.
Is that a thing?
It's definitely not a thing. In the suburbs
it's a Long Island thing.
of Holbrook.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a Long Island thing. It's a Long Island thing. But yeah, it was so cute. They was outside and then they came through, and now every day they come and ring the doorbell at like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Is that
Can
early?
she come outside? Yo. Today they 9:30. 9.
Wow.
They like just blaze that bell though.
Yeah, I had to tell them to chill because they would come through and just.
They can just kill my battery, yo.
But they told me today that they couldn't hear the doorbell.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't know that it was ringing like that. But I told them, I was like, look, y'all only need to press the doorbell twice. We'll see you and hear you. And I talk to them through the camera. And I'll be like, hey, I'll send her outside. And I'll listen. And they'll be like, she's talking through the camera. That's creepy.
That is kind of creepy.
But it's so cute. They left a little invitation to one of the little boys' birthday parties in a week.
Oh, yeah.
So cute.
That's cute. Whatever gets them off these electronic iPads and things like that, and gets them out interacting and playing and exercising. That's what they need.
It felt real old school because it's like you don't see that too much anymore.
We
didn't even think there was any kids on the block because you never saw them outside. But, you know, this pandemic has forced... The parents are like, yo, go outside, find something to do.
They're like, get the hell out.
You know? So these kids
good.
is outside. They be talking my ear off, though. There's this one little boy. Woo! This boy be talking my ear off. He'd be like, you ever rode the subway? You rode the LIRR? What about this? What about that? I know how to ride the subway, but my parents won't let me. But what about this? What about that? What do you think about this? What if this was a real car? And I'm just like, yo, don't you want to play with your friends? He's like 12.
He's the older one.
He's the oldest one. He be talking to me like, I'm like, yo, your friends over there. Like,
he's like, but they're little and they don't know about the subway.
Right. They can't keep up with what he knows. But.
Yeah, he's smart. You can tell he's smart. He knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And he just be talking. I'm just like glazing over. But, you know, they're cute. Kids are cute. I feel bad for them, man. I'm glad that they have each other to play with now. They're all being homeschooled, so that made me feel better because, you know, they're home. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not like, you know,
she's
they're all
in
over
danger.
the place. Yeah.
Oh, man.
They're so cute, though. So, yeah, other than that, what about y'all? Anything?
Shout out to the Hood Hikers.
Hey.
I finally went on a hike, and it was lovely. I went on the fall equinox hike.
Where was that?
It was in Garrison, New York. I believe
so
it was
beautiful.
upstate, but it was so beautiful. The trail was really nice. We stopped on a field and did some meditation.
dope.
Took photos around. It was just really nice. I definitely got worn by the end because my knee is bad. So I was like, it started to really hurt by the end. But for majority, I was good. I was straight. It was really pretty.
How long were you guys on the hike for?
I want to say we probably started around 9:30 and ended around like 1.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
1:30.
So
it was like 4 hours, but we stopped for a while. But it was really nice.
Does Jasmine like lead it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so she like did she like
it's a guided
narrate
tour
it and stuff like that?
We make really nice stops. We take photo ops by the water and things like that. So it was cool.
That's cool.
It was cool. I recommend it.
Shout out to Jasmine.
So Hood Hikers
on Instagram at Hood Hikers, right?
Yes, I think it's the
Hood Hikers. Yes, you're right. At
the
Hood Hikers. If you guys want to go on a guided tour a guided hike, definitely look her up. And don't you get like a free
water bottle with it? Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
it was
dope.
nice.
Check her out. Jasmine, I don't know if I'm sure you guys remember, she was on a couple of our episodes, I feel like. She made a couple appearances. She came in like at the end of one to talk about something real quick.
Okay.
But she was on just one episode.
So twice.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So shout out to her. All right. Let's get into these trending topics.
That was a dying cat.
What? I'm so glad your mic wasn't off for that.
You still gonna hear it a little bit.
Oh, shit.
What time is it? It's trending topics time.
Mira mi gente. It's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yo,
I'm mad I didn't know that.
Wow, what kind of a Puerto Rican are you, yo?
A bad one.
Coño.
But you know what's weird? It starts on September 15th and goes to October 15th.
We can't start anything,
so I
right?
heard.
Is that why Bad Bunny was performing through the Bronx and Harlem?
Yeah, I would think so.
Perhaps.
Well, look at you, Bad Bunny. Look at you. Good job.
Doing it for
and
the
that
people.
wasn't planned, so everybody was losing. No, I don't think he had police escorts or anything. He was just rolling through the hood, and everybody was losing their mind.
Is he from here?
No,
he's from Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay.
But I guess he knows the Bronx and Harlem is where
all the Puerto
majority
Ricans
of us reside.
That's where everybody's
so
at.
he rolled through.
That's where everybody's at.
He might have been on the Grand Concourse. I don't know.
He definitely hit the Grand Concourse for sure in Southern Boulevard.
I didn't see it. I heard it was dope though.
Jasmine found him towards the end in Harlem. She went chasing.
Oh, really?
She went chasing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish I could have seen that.
I saw a little clip. I said, I think he's in the Bronx, but then I got out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's from September 15th to October 15th. This year's theme apparently is Hispanics Be Proud of Your Past, Embrace the Future. Invites Hispanics to embrace their backgrounds, to be proud of who they are and where they came from.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a bad one. You finish it
Yeah.
through. Finish it through. Thank you.
It kind of faded out.
It was not anything. That was bad. Do it again.
The gas just left.
It was.
Make me do it over. Oh man. Well, I don't know too much about this because honestly, my soul can't take anymore. So I didn't look at I really didn't look into the whole Breonna Taylor and the no arrest situation. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
God.
So they basically gave him bullshit charges. That's all.
They charged them with something though.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
Really. It's not what they should.
Pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Pretty much nothing.
It's like, here you go, slap you in the wrist for 6 months.
The sad thing is that
they shot 15 or 17 times.
Are you serious?
They emptied a clip.
So what they tried to say is that he shot the officer. No, let's be clear. Let's be clear. You barge into a couple's house unannounced. They are legally allowed to bear arms. He did not shoot directly at. From what I understand is that he shot a warning shot, but the bullet ricocheted. This is what I'm hearing. You have to announce yourself.
Yeah.
This man has every right to bear arms legally
and
defend his home. So, fail. Y'all are still 100% wrong.
Yeah, because they didn't call it. They didn't call it. They should have said who they were. They're supposed to ID themselves.
It's really sad.
It's sickening. I'm just sick over it. I can't.
Yeah.
I literally can't anymore.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to say.
Telling you, it's got to be a revolution, yo.
Yeah. The revolution will not be televised. Yeah. Okay. New York. Let me talk to y'all for a second. So 6 neighborhoods in Brooklyn and Queens have seen a spike in COVID-19 cases, health officials say. Non-essential businesses could be shut down and gatherings of more than 10 may be banned. This is from Baller Alert. So apparently these neighborhoods are Gravesend, Homecrest. They have like a 6% infection rate, which is the highest. Midwood, Edgemere, Far Rockaway.
That is the only hood I recognize.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the other
Really?
ones
So
either.
just stay in y'all hoods, since I don't know where you all are.
Kew Gardens.
Sound
You've heard of
far.
Kew Gardens, right?
Kew Gardens I heard of.
Kew Gardens, Borough Park. Those are the highest so far. And then there's other areas such as Bensonhurst, Mapleton. Never heard of it. Garrettson Beach, Sheepshead Bay, Flatlands, and Williamsburg. Y'all on the watch. Know what I mean? Yeah, so the governor, he's like, look, y'all need to get it together because we going to check on Monday. So the day that this podcast comes out, they're checking. If they're not under control with this spike, then they're going to roll back their reopening. They're going to close schools, close non-essential businesses, go back to the way it was.
I'm
for a
very curious to see if we hear anything about
think it's
COVID
gonna
after
happen?
the elections. This is what I'm waiting for. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a worldwide thing, so I wouldn't really hold it to.
I'm
just
gonna
the
wait and
elections.
see. I'm gonna wait and see. I want to
Yeah.
see if they're still talking about this in December. I want to see.
Yeah.
I don't trust anything that's going on right now.
Well, speaking of not trusting things, Governor Cuomo does not trust the federal government, and he actually said it in terms of administering a safe vaccine. So he set up like his own vaccine task force or something. What do they call it? I don't know. I have it here, but I don't see what it's called. So he's setting something up in order to do the research and administer a vaccine. But either way, like,
I mean, it
No
takes years to trial the vaccine.
Exactly.
So I don't.
what's the rush?
I don't know what to say. I'm not taking it.
No,
so
neither
I'm
am I. I'm
No,
not doing the
neither
I'm
am
first
praying
I.
I'm not going to end up in jail for this. I'm not taking that shit.
No, they can't. They can't.
They
can't.
can do whatever the hell they want.
I
As
feel
you
like
have seen.
that's the way it's
I
going.
don't think that would be right.
But
Come on now. Come on. Like, how are they going to force it on us? They're trying to rush this through. Don't rush it. We're going to be okay until, as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do, the majority of us will be okay as long as we're, being safe about it. And then they can take their time, come out with a safe vaccine that they can push to everybody. And then, whoever wants to take it, take it.
It takes years.
Yeah,
They're not
several
trying
years.
to
No.
wait. They're
Yeah.
not trying to wait.
It's going to do more harm than good to push it through sooner than it's ready. Like, it makes no sense. I'm over this place.
Facts.
I'm
Facts.
so over it. And then in Wisconsin,
The good
Parents-
old cheese place.
parents in Wisconsin are knowingly sending their kids to school after testing positive for COVID-19.
It's freaking
What is
awesome.
wrong with people? Who does this?
Fuck it, they all gonna get it.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it anyway.
What is it that
As
Trump
long as
said?
they ain't here.
They'll get the herd mentality.
The herd mentality.
Oh, shit.
Good Lord. This is so dumb. But yeah, like, I feel bad for the teachers and all the students who are going to school and are trying to be safe. And then you have the idiots that are sending their kids to school with COVID and symptoms. Like, not even just like,
Yeah.
so this year you just have to take multiple breaks and just, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
And it ain't over yet. The aliens haven't come yet. I'm waiting.
somebody posted on social
Yo.
media something that said, like, at the end of 2020, we're just gonna, like, take a deep breath, take a sip of alcohol, and just pretend like this never happened and never speak of it again. It's
And
like,
it's just skip. It'll be 2019 and then 21.
you know?
I mean, let's not even. We don't know what the fuck charade is happening for 21.
Yeah, you know.
So
I know.
we
It's
just
like, this might be the setup. You know what
we
I'm
don't
saying?
know.
This
This
is the
build up,
pregame.
right?
This is the pregame.
This is the beginning
Y'all
of
ain't seen shit yet.
what was that movie called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I think I know what you're talking about, and I can't remember.
What was the storyline?
It was like an end of days movie kind of thing.
It was the one where each plate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. All right, y'all go ahead. I have to find.
Well, that
this
was the
now.
end of my trending topics.
Oh shit.
I was just gonna mention that Donald Trump had a comment about Governor Cuomo saying that he doesn't trust the federal government, and he was like, "Oh well, he's putting all of the New Yorkers at risk, and 11,000 people died in nursing homes under his watch." So I'm like, bro, 200,000 Americans died under your watch. How are you gonna compare like 11,000?
Whose watch?
Cuomo.
Hunger Games.
Oh.
I never would have guessed that.
So, yeah, I don't know that we got to
I
the
still
full.
say the aliens got to come down.
You keep saying that, and I guarantee you
you.
it's coming.
No, the aliens are definitely coming.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
They're
they're
gonna be coming here laughing
at
at us.
though.
You're gonna be like, we have the cure to COVID.
Yeah.
We had it several years ago.
We haven't had illness in hundreds of years. Y'all a bunch of
Illness?
idiots.
What is that?
You know?
I feel like I'm in a Kaiser Soze movie. And COVID is Kaiser Soze. It never existed. It's just fucking shit show. I'm done.
Who is that? What is that?
Oh, that's what movie was that? Hold on.
Here we are. Once
Hold
again.
on.
Here we are on Movie Phone. Press 1 for
Movie phone. Wow. Wonder what happened to the movie phone guy?
disappear.
Ain't no movies no
Nah,
more.
that's
Oh my God.
It changed my word to a Spanish word. It don't.
What'd you say?
I'm trying to spell Kaiser Soze, and that's just like salsa.
Darn you, autocomplete. Yeah.
They got some good
That
stuff
was the
though.
end
The
of my trending
Apple
topics.
iPhone, I like it. I'm
What you
waiting
mean?
for that new one though.
Oh, yo, everybody update your phone. You got that
Okay.
iOS 14?
Yo.
The Usual Suspects.
Oh wow.
Oh,
She
I haven't
didn't see
seen
that
that.
movie.
I think I've seen
You
it,
never
but a
saw
long time
that?
ago. I
Oh
saw it a
man,
long
that
time
was
ago. I don't remember
good.
it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I should watch that. I don't remember what happened though.
All right, what were y'all talking about? I was so in that.
iOS 14. Y'all updated?
I have to. They wouldn't let me watch any videos on Instagram, and I was
Really?
fucking my life up.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
That's
They
a
forced
first.
it. Wow.
That's a first.
They know how much we on Instagram. They're like, all right, so we gonna do
Fuck,
this.
oh yeah.
Everybody
This
gonna
YouTube.
update.
It wasn't letting
doing
me
it
watch
whether you want
YouTube
to or not.
videos. It wasn't loading the video. I can hear the audio, but I couldn't see the video. I said, "Oh, y'all fucking making me, huh?
Wow.
Y'all are making me." Mm-hmm.
That's
Yo,
it. You
Apple,
gotta come to the
man.
dark side. That's it. You gotta
Apple.
embrace it fully.
They forced you.
That's
They
it.
do.
Embrace
They
it
They
fully.
forced you, and
That's it.
you know, if
Come
this
on.
phone goes, don't be surprised if I end up with green words because I just don't know the way that
Green
iPhone
words.
bullies you.
Ooh.
Android,
Oh,
yo,
I never.
I can't even say never. The way
No.
iPhone really be like OD violating your privacy, I might really go Android.
They know
Yeah,
everything
but
about us.
Android is open source, but everybody and their mother can see what you got.
They know everything about us.
Because
iPhone
Even if we
is-
didn't have it, everybody
I-
know everything.
there's no secrets anymore.
I'm over it. They know all
Apple
about
ain't
my life.
shit. Fuck Apple.
Yo, Apple is Apple.
Watch what happens next time you make that
Apple-
phone call.
You know what?
Yeah,
I was waiting for my phone to light up. Like Siri
Siri's
gonna be
say
like,
something.
what did you say?
Yeah, Siri be like, what you
Did
said?
you mean to say
said
something?
Bitch, what?
Apple ain't what?
Apple what?
I got something for you.
How about
Oh,
your car
shit.
just stops all of a sudden while you driving?
Oh shit! You think they run it like that?
It's
They getting
electronic,
there.
yo.
They-
I ain't
you can
selling- I ain't
start your
selling with
car
y'all.
from
Y'all
your
better
phone.
leave me. I can't.
They got that now.
I don't
You can
have
unlock.
that.
You can
so,
unlock it.
So fuck my phone.
That wasn't me, Siri.
Yeah, no. We
I don't
love
have that
you.
option.
We
so
love you.
We got Siri, Alexa. We got everybody in
Yeah,
this house,
don't
and they
mention the
listen
other
to
one. She gets
everything.
mad.
Yeah, y'all all be shouting out names in here.
I'm surprised she didn't light
She
up.
did light up.
She be listening to our podcast.
She was getting mad.
I wonder if we
She don't
could
like
ask her to
Cortnie.
play the
she
the
don't.
podcast since we're on Amazon Music now. Alexa, play the Common Woman podcast.
Playing the Common Woman podcast
Oh.
on Amazon Music.
Oh,
Playing the latest episode 71, Self-Control.
Okay, Alexa, stop. Oh, how do I stop her?
She just stopped.
Oh, that was cool. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Guys, you can have Alexa play the podcast.
I mean, it is
Christmas just happened in here. Cortnie was so hype right now that Christmas just happened.
It's the
You know what
little
else?
things.
If you tell Siri the same thing, she'll play it too.
Really?
All right, try
Yeah,
that.
she won't.
Try
I'm not
that
gonna do
later.
it. I'm not gonna do it.
Try
You
that
guys got the
later.
point. You guys got the point. Oh man, that's dope. I
How long
so
you
this
had,
topic, huh?
How long you had these?
You
other
just got the
times
timer,
there?
bro.
What?
The sound guy, timer guy.
The recording
Guy?
is going, right?
Yeah, but I like to know
Alright
where we're
then.
at. Oh my
We're
god.
5 minutes
We're
It's
in.
right
about like
next to you.
We're
can
about
still
like
do
15,
it.
20 minutes in.
You can still do
Yeah,
it.
we're like 10 minutes in.
We're not just 10 minutes.
We went through all the trending topics.
It was more than 10 minutes. guys.
Got Alexa to play something for us. Anyway, this week we're talking about what the heck are we talking about?
Going with the flow and being authentic.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. You know, this is a very important topic to me
Okay.
because I really think authenticity is so important. So important. And I get annoyed by people who get angry when things aren't going their way in life, or they're like, oh, I hate the way this person is treating me or whatever, when they're doing all kinds of stuff and being fake and not being authentic with other people and stuff. So it's like, what you think is gonna happen? Like,
Mhm.
I couldn't follow that really. It's like what?
Where you lost the way.
I lost you.
on the turn to
I
what?
hate it when people
So-
get mad when they're not being authentic and then people are being
When
like that
other
with them.
people aren't being authentic. So it's like they're being the same as you are. I
Right.
mean, you
You're being a
attract what
hypocrite.
you are.
Basically, you're a hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite.
Okay.
Yeah. Or
Got you
they
now.
expect all these things to come to them in their life, but yet they're not doing anything to give anything of value to
Mhm.
anyone else.
Mhm.
And that drives me nuts.
It's like the
That's what I
thief that
think.
steals something from another thief too early.
What? What?
Okay, now he lost me.
Yeah.
What?
It's like the thief that steals something
Him with his
and beats the other thief to it. So the other thief's gonna be
Okay.
pissed off and be like, "Yo, why you gotta steal that? You're a fucking thief too."
like you can't say nothing.
Yeah, you can't say nothing.
That was a
You know,
horrible
Whatever. The
example.
audience got it, yo.
The audience is scratching their head. Like, I don't know, babe.
Your hair hurting over there? You alright?
Oh God!
It's not COVID.
Thank God! Thank God!
I'm over 6 feet away, so.
Because you know what it is? It's like
See?
we're about 2.5. I don't know. I'm done now.
Yeah.
She can touch me easily. Excuse me, sorry. I just don't like it when people are constantly complaining woe is me, oh God, my life is horrible. And it's like, you know what? Even if you're living authentically and genuine, of course, bad things are gonna happen. You know, that's just life.
Yep.
But if you're noticing that this is a cyclical pattern in your life, and the way she just looked at me.
Damn, what's that?
I
Look
like when she does certain words. Cyclical just hit me. I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
She licked her lips and everything.
I saw that. I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Yo, I got dibs on that already.
Hit
you know what
them
I'm saying?
words. Hit those big words, sis. Hit them. Hit them all.
You
Look,
like
now she
that,
getting
right?
all.
I would be blushing right now if I was lighter.
Yeah.
No, but
We
if
can
this
add
is a
that in
pattern
post.
in your life, you're stupid. If this is a pattern, then maybe you need to start looking at yourself for a minute and see what you're giving of value to others. Are you being genuine? I got some questions for y'all.
Damn.
She's spicy
Are
today.
you seeking
Being
others
real
out
assertive.
solely to
Spicy.
for personal gain? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I
Thought about
feel
it too
like-
long.
I feel like some people, and this is a natural thing. I've caught myself so many times. When you're around certain people, you change
Mm-hmm.
the way that you
Absolutely.
behave.
Mhm.
And
I do.
but at the same time, I'm not saying that that's a wrong thing to do,
Mm-hmm.
because you do have to change the way you are at certain times.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if comfortably you speak a lot of slang, that's fine. But when you get into the corporate world, you're not going to speak that way. So is that still being authentic to yourself?
I think it is, because that's a facet of yourself. I feel like that's a part of who you are. Like I think if you're just being a completely different person and your character is not showing, then that's something different. Or like if you're over here kikiing in my face like, oh God, that's awesome, you're doing a wonderful job, that's so great, but secretly you're wishing me to fail, then that's a whole nother story.
A couple people like that. But then it also we also have to keep in mind that as people grow and they evolve, they change. And so it might seem like someone is not being authentic when in reality they are. They just have gotten to a different level in their life and they've just changed in their demeanor and things like that.
Right. You have to allow that room for them to grow and change. Yeah. That's different. Changing is different than being inauthentic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's still some core things about who you are that's going to remain, even though you've changed certain things about yourself and how you move or who you hang out with or whatever. So I think that's different, but you know, not everybody sees it that way. But I think it also takes a certain maturity level to recognize that in someone else and see that that's growth and not, you know, them being fake or trying to be someone that they're not or whatever. So, you know.
I think the allergies starting to hit me. My eyes so itchy.
When Melissa got here, my daughter was sleeping and she woke up and was having an allergy attack, sneezing back to back to back,
Poor
just
baby,
like how she gets. Yeah, so she was crying. I felt so bad. She's like, I can't stop sneezing. I felt so bad, my poor baby.
She's knocked out now, though.
Yeah, she went right to sleep after I brought her back upstairs.
Poor baby.
But, you know, it goes in so many areas. Like, you know, we talk a lot about starting businesses and stuff like that. Like, if you're trying to start a business, is this business something that you're doing solely to make money and that's it? Or are you starting this business because this is something that you're really passionate about, something that you really love, something that you want to use to help people? You know what I mean? Like, what are your intentions with that? Your intentions definitely is going to come through your company. So you start to itch. I hate that. You know, you got to be aware of your intentions. Intentions, I believe, mean a lot, because it's kind of like when you hurt someone and you're like, oh, I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't know what point I'm trying to make, because I think I'm going to contradict myself by saying this, but like, it doesn't really matter in that instance what your intentions are, because the product is your actions hurt me. So I don't care if you intended to or not. Like, you hurt me. So it doesn't really matter if you meant to or not. But it's different when your intentions are towards, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I kind of totally contradict myself.
I just feel like you have to know who you're dealing with. Like, I know people that are shit talking shitty individuals, and I choose not to fuck with them because I don't like that. That's not something I like. But some people like these people, because they're fun to be around. They talk a lot of shit. Sometimes you want to be around that shit talk. But at the same time, these people are kind of true with it, because they'll be like, yeah, okay, you know, I do. I talk a lot of shit. Like, you got to take it if you want it. Like, you got to know what you're dealing with.
See, I don't like them. With
that. We know a few people like that.
Yeah, we do.
You know who I'm, you know the people I'm talking about. I personally, I don't like it. I feel like they bring me to such a low vibrational state.
Yeah, me
that
too.
I don't want to be a part of it. And so I've really realized it during this quarantine situation. Being around this type of person will it brings you to that level. You almost can't even escape it. If you end up in a conversation with this person, they bring you there. It's really so difficult to get the fuck out of it unless you just blatantly walk the fuck away, which I've done too.
Yeah, you're better than me with that. I've definitely found myself engaging with those types of people,
and I don't feel good about it. I feel like it brings me lower, and I kind of hang there until I get out of the situation. And so I've noticed that during this time because I'm alone and I'm not influenced by it. So then if I get dragged in certain things with different people, I kind of leave it alone because I don't want to engage in that anymore. You know, I'm starting to become more aware from the time I've spent by myself because I'm constantly evaluating things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's very true. That's true.
So she was true to herself, but and me being true to myself, I don't like your true self. And so I'm just going to be over here while you do your thing over there.
Right. Yeah. That's true. You got to protect yourself from that type of toxicity too. This goes for relationships too. Like, are you being your authentic self to your partner, to your friends, to your family members?
Yes.
Or are you just being fake to get what you want from them?
It's easy to fall into, in the early part of a relationship, you fall into like this pleasing mode. You want to put your best foot forward. You like this person. You want them to like you. And you put this whole fucking facade on. And sometimes it's not even intentional. And then eventually... I mean, if this is not genuinely you can't keep this up.
It's gonna fall off eventually.
And exactly. And now this person might walk away because it's like, well, this wasn't who. Exactly. So you got to you got to catch yourself. Because I know this is something most people do. You can't even help it. So you got to catch yourself and you got to try to just be true to your natural reaction to everything, the way that you speak, just let everything flow naturally and just let the person see what they're getting and really decide if they want to deal with it or not.
Exactly. And that it's so true, Mel, and it makes sense for you to do this in the beginning because you want this person to see who you truly are, because you want them to be invested in who you are so that it lasts long term. If you set it up, like you said, off of like fakeness, lies, or, what you think that they're going to like, you're not even giving them the opportunity to really fall in love with who you are. Yeah.
And it could be also, though, a self-esteem thing. Yeah. If you look at someone and I put you on a pedestal, you might not even really belong on this fucking pedestal, but I have put you there. Yeah. And so now it's like, oh my God, am I good enough? And so now you're wanting to play this role to show that you're, and it's like, but what is this circus about? Like be happy with your authenticity. Yes. And if you're not, fix what you feel like you need to fix alone. And then go get them,
or at least start working on it.
But you have you have to be happy with what you're putting out. You should not have to fake anything.
Exactly. How is someone else supposed to be happy with you if you're not even happy with you? And it's the key to longevity in a relationship as well, because they have to fall in love with who you are. Like, let them fall in love with you, because you need that foundation of, okay, I know who this person is. I love this person because of who they are. And no matter what else happens, you can always come back to that and reference that. Like, okay, this and this happened, but I know her. I know him. I know that this is their heart, and I'm going to stick by them through this. But if you're fake and there's just a facade there, that's going to crumble easily whenever any type of adversity or anything comes your way that, always happens in life. Like, you need that strong foundation to build on, which should be with genuineness. And like, I thought it was interesting because Babe was telling me that he was watching a video about like YouTubers who are very successful. And one of the number one things you said was being genuine, right? Like,
you basically have to be real to yourself, know who you are, and basically be authentic. People will see that, and that's what they're going to be attracted to.
It comes off very easily. Like, you don't think people can read. People can read it.
That's what we do.
People can
see
read
emotion.
it.
We read people how they are.
Yeah.
And there's certain characteristics that people find attractive, which is why some people blow up, some people don't.
Yeah.
It's not only the content. It's a lot of how they visualize this person or people on the screen.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we all wanted to do with this podcast. Like, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the stories Mel tells, those are real stories. Like, this is really her life. This is really my life, really Babe's life. Everything we're talking about is not just fluff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really mean this from the heart and from our experiences. And, we hope that you guys can relate through us being real and genuine. So it's important. It's really important. That's how you build relationships and connection with people, is through that genuineness. And like, we always talk about how like we are oversharers. We share all the time, like certain
Right.
things, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's hard when you come across that person who doesn't share like that, or who doesn't like let you in to a certain extent. It's like, it's hard to build that connection with someone when they cut you off to who they really are or what they've really been through.
I'm starting to feel like I'm becoming more and more introverted,
Mm-hmm.
and it's interesting.
Really?
I do.
I can't picture that.
I do. I do think so. Not, and this is not my personality. I'm not
No.
like I'm not dialed down. If I mean, I've noticed though, recently that I've gotten around one group of people, and I'm quieter. I'm more observant, and then I get around a different group of people, and I'm more of the loud person that I, sometimes in, and I'm engaging more. And I feel like I would overshare about anything. It just, with whoever is how I normally would do. And I feel like now I don't really want to.
You pick and choose now.
Yeah. And I honestly, I'm getting to a point where I don't even want to share at all. Until there's something I really want to share. But I just don't, like, not every, I used to share every little detail of everything. And now I don't even want to do that.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of, I feel like I've just been going through so many changes in the last couple of months. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Remind me to tell you, I noticed something. You showed me something, and I meant to ask you about it. I got to tell you when this is over.
Okay.
I can't say it on the podcast.
Okay.
I hope I
Okay.
remember, because I always say this, and then I
Yeah.
never remember after the podcast is over. But yeah, I can see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been a lot. It's been a lot of emotions, but then it's also, it's a lot of positive stuff. I guess I'll talk about it later when I'm more clear on where I'm going with this. I'm not clear right now.
You sound clear.
But a lot of changes, just a lot of changes, with the amount of alone time that I've had.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never spent so much time alone, and I feel like it's been good for me.
I honestly feel like the times that you're spending alone in any point in life, not just now because of COVID, in any point in your life, I feel like that like generates growth in your life. I feel like that is when you really get to like really know yourself more and just work through some things maybe that you may not have thought about because you were distracted by others or whatever.
Yeah, I've been trying to really tap into certain sides of myself, like sides of like the mean side of me, the negative side of me, and acknowledging her and trying to like bury her. I'm trying to just eliminate her.
I love how you refer
altogether.
to her in the third person though.
I mean, there's different sides of us, right?
Yeah.
So she's a part of me.
You know,
and I find her very ugly, and I don't want a part of her anymore. And so I've been really trying to acknowledge that ugly side and trying to just move past it. And I feel like with that, I'm eliminating a lot of people out my life, and it just is what it is.
because she feeds off of those types of
She
people.
does. There's yeah. And so, as I'm not trying to like never talk to people again, but I'm trying to really distance myself from certain people that bring certain sides of me out that I don't favor.
Right.
It's time to move that shit out.
That's dope though. You know, that's actually like a therapy technique when you refer to like something that's not favorable or like an issue or something like that as like not an outside thing, but like a third person kind of thing. And you like name it and you separate it from you. That's very powerful to do it that way. So you want to something, girl.
Look at that.
You want to something. Hey. I like it. But you know what, Mel? God, that's hard.
Yeah.
That is hard.
Yeah.
To first of all acknowledge that.
You gotta accept it. At the end of the day, we all have it. I mean,
Yes.
Adam and Eve took a bite of that apple. The ugly came out. The knowledge came out. You have to really embrace the fact that there is there's good and there's bad in us. We
Yeah.
cannot eliminate that. There is bad. There will always be
That
bad.
was deep.
Look at babies. There's
Yeah.
toddlers out here that are mischievous, and it's like, where does that come from?
Mhm.
That's natural.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge that person. It's gonna come out. I mean,
Mhm.
it's never gonna fully go away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But really try to acknowledge it and put it somewhere else. Like, just really try not to engage in that side.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The light in the dark. So true.
Yes.
So
Yes.
true. So true, Mel. I like
No.
that. She brought it deep. She went to Adam and
You
Eve.
know what I'm saying?
Took a bite of the apple.
And then he said,
She put the church voice. I hate you. I'm dead.
Nice. You right
I'm
though. You
dead.
right. You right, man. It's crazy. So I got more questions for y'all.
Mhm.
I
What
was
do
like,
you-
for me.
Yeah.
for all of us. This is for all of us. For me too.
All right, go
Like,
ahead.
what are you contributing to the lives of those you meet?
Mm.
What are you contributing?
It depends on the role that you're playing, what you're contributing to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't feel like you really contribute much, I'm going to keep you at a very far arm's length
Mm-hmm.
because you don't really serve a grand purpose in my life. So you're going to be on an associate, hey,
Right.
how are you level.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But if you're someone that I'm hold dear,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to give you all the positivity that I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to give
Mhm.
because that's all I really want to receive from everybody.
Exactly. Yeah, I have a
Mhm.
hard time even keeping associates who do not contribute anything to my life. I mean, you guys know the story. I already got rid of some. But, you know, I have a hard time with that. I'll tolerate it for a little while, but then it's like, all right, I have let myself tolerate it for too long to the point where I lost myself, and I just will never do that again. Like, I just can't allow myself to do that again. Like, I need to protect myself and take care of myself so that I can give to others. So if I'm allowing you to stay here and just suck me dry,
Mhm.
like, then it's not going to benefit anyone. It's not going to benefit me, and I'm not going to be able to be a benefit to anyone else. So, like, I've been trying to be better with that, you know. Definitely don't have it down, but, like,
I mean, I feel like it comes with age and experience.
Yeah.
Everything comes with age and
Mhm.
experience. And as you get older, you can start seeing the core of people quicker,
yeah.
Mhm.
you know, and you'll see, okay, I don't like that about you.
Yeah.
And I have someone that I was cool with, and I mainly was cool with this person because of seeing them regularly. We trying not to like put it out there, but I have to like give examples of putting it work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you go to work, you
Mhm.
deal with a lot of different personalities, and you know, you get to know people in depth because you're spending so much time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one individual that this person, to the core, I feel like deep down they're not a bad individual. However,
I know who you're talking
there's
about.
some major character flaws
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
that I've tried to overlook on several occasions, and it
Yeah.
finally hit me during this alone time. I don't like you. I don't like you. There's some real ugliness to you, and I feel like there's a lot of jealousy and hate that comes from you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I used to excuse certain things from people because I can excuse anyone's behavior
Mm-hmm.
because I understand. I really don't understand, but I kind of understand.
Mm-hmm.
You're just an unhappy individual.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I understand that, you know, for some people, when they're unhappy, they can't dig deep and find any joy for you.
Mm.
They don't have it.
I have a hard time with people like that.
Mm.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. And it finally hit me the last time I saw this person. You know, you give off of a strong hate towards me and anything that's positive in my life.
You said that?
Nah. I noticed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm done.
Yeah.
If I
Mhm.
feel
That's strange.
that there's any, I don't understand it, you know, but at the end of the day, what I do understand is that you're very unhappy. and you don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
You know, and some people do and some people don't.
They're not living their authentic self life. That's why. That's why they're unhappy. They're not being authentic to themselves.
That person, I can't, I don't have room anymore for the bullshit. I really don't have room. If you're not, you know, if you don't have positive love, encouragement towards me, I'm good. Yeah. I can really live with like 3 people in my life. Like I've gotten to that point. Yeah. I've gotten to that point. It's not even about. That's what
I'm currently doing.
You know, what is it? It's not about quantity. It used to be. It used to be because, you know, I always wanted to be out and hanging out with different people. I'm done. I'm done.
Quality all day.
Yeah. I can't do it anymore. Word.
I was just gonna say something. I forgot. I was deep into that. Yeah. Are you a helper or are you a hindrance?
That's it. You just gotta cut them off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you hindering me from my goals? Because you're not being authentic? There's a lot of people out there that are trying to stop other people's goals, stop other people's dreams because they're, like you said, they're not happy. Their stuff isn't taking off. They don't know what they want to do with their life. They're not in the relationship that they wish they had. They don't have what you have or something like that. And you know what? It's hard. It's hard. When you have friends, when you have people that you associate with, it's hard not to compare yourself to them in their life. But everybody's journey is different. And just because something's not happening for you in your life right at this moment doesn't mean it's never going to happen. It's just not your time. So celebrate the time for your friends. Celebrate the time for your loved ones. Because when your time comes around, they will celebrate it for you. You know what I mean? And you want that. Be genuine. You will invite that into your life. If you're being fake happy for someone, it's going to come back around and hit you. And you will feel that. So if you want to invite those things into your life, if you're seeing something on someone else and you are envious in a healthy way, that's okay. We're humans. We're going to get envious. We're going to maybe have a little bit of jealousy sometimes here and there. But take that and turn it into a positive and be like, look, I really admire that in that person. I admire what they're doing. I admire their relationship. I admire that they work so hard and they have this business. That will come back around to you. Be like, what do I need to do to get to this point for myself?
That's the key, is to acknowledge where that envy is coming from in yourself so that you're able to move past it. Right. You can't live there because it's eventually I'm going to see it. Right. And we're going to have a whole problem.
Yes. Yep. You don't need to show that to everyone either.
Exactly.
Because there's people out there who get jealous and envious and are very clear about it and wear it. And almost try to make you feel bad for living your best life.
The sad thing is that not everyone wishes you well. And it's not even something that they might not even know, like be fully present in their mind state to realize that they're not wishing you well. And that's why like certain things that I feel like holding dear, I'm not going to share because just people cannot help but be in that space. You have to really know who you're dealing with. Yes. In order to do it. In order to share.
Legit just recently learned this lesson. Like maybe a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yes. Because you know how I am. Like I get excited about things and I want to like tell people all the time. And especially when it comes to my dad, like I always want to tell him so many things. And if I don't get the reaction out of him that I'm expecting.
You know what? I understand. I understand. And what we have to remember is that unfortunately our parents will hold the fear for us. So they're gonna be on the cautious side. Yeah. Well, maybe you shouldn't do that because this can go wrong. Right. And it's not because they're just on the cautious side. Yeah. And so I realized maybe don't share until it's done. Right. And you know, then be like, well, I'm doing this and you know, this is whatever. And then they'll be exactly. So I get it. Because I got the same reaction initially and then it changed when I brought it to life. So when I feel like when I brought the idea forward, it was like, but wait, no, I don't know. That might not, you know, and it kind of fucked me up because I was like, well,
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't, because I feel like, you know, I'm a single person, so like that is where my support comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily I didn't stop and I went through, and I feel like once the product was coming alive is when it was like, oh shit, that's so cool. Like now I see the vision. Can I help? Can I invest?
Right,
And it was just a whole different turnaround. So I
Yeah.
realized that there's a time to share,
Mm-hmm.
and too early is not the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially with parents.
Exactly. So it's, I get it.
Yeah.
So
It's
that's
so
a
true.
normal
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
We gotta tell them later in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When there's a product to show and be
Yeah.
like, this is what I'm doing, then they're like, wow, that's amazing. But the
Yeah.
idea, they just, I feel like certain parents too weren't risk takers in that way, so they don't understand it.
Yeah.
They're more scared
Very true.
of it than if your parent was a
Mhm.
complete entrepreneur. Then
That's
they'd be
true.
like, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Go
That's
with
true.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we
Mhm.
have to keep all these different
Very
things in
true.
mind.
Very true. Very true. And you can't allow it to throw you off track. Like you said, you kept going.
Yeah,
So that's good.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
Because
No.
usually I'm the first one to stop and crumble.
Girl. Me too. And you know, like that's an issue of mine, and I had to remember that in my reaction to my dad's reaction, because he really didn't have a crazy bad reaction.
No, I'm
it's just
sure.
I was expecting
Yeah.
more. So I had to manage my expectations and know that this is an issue with me. I was looking for too much validation in my father, and he still gave me that, like, I know you could do anything kind of thing, but like I need to manage my expectations and not share.
I feel like you
everything.
have to know who.
Right.
Like, I feel like if there's something new going on in my thing, I can come to you because we're both right now in the same space.
Mm-hmm.
So you can share with people in the same space.
Right.
Because they'll get it and
Yeah.
they'll be excited about it.
Right. Right.
But
yeah, I feel the same way. Like I
it's
feel like I
hard.
can learn from you because you're already in it.
Well, we're both bouncing off each other constantly. Right now, it's ping pong. Me and her be ping ponging
All
because this
day.
is all we're the only two right now
Yeah.
that are really well.
Doing something
Jasmine
like that.
too, actually. You know,
Yeah.
me and I bounce shit off Jazz all the time. So it's like, you know, there's certain people that are right now in the same space that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the people with certain things you want to bounce.
Right.
Everyone who's in a certain league, you
Right.
got to know placements of everyone.
Mhm.
Everyone has a
Yes.
different role in your life.
Yes. Yes. Not everybody ain't for everything.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're looking to do something, try to, like you were saying, someone who's in the same space as you or already there.
Yes,
To
that can
learn
give you
from.
advice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the people who aren't there may not understand and may not give you that validation you're looking for.
Exactly.
Lesson
Bendito. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I get
But
it.
you guys give me so much validation, so thank you to
Yeah,
Babe
you got
and
it.
you
You
all
got
day.
it.
You guys are the best. Are you a leech or a filler? Are
Yep.
you a leech or are you a filler?
Wow.
There's a lot of leeches out here
Word, yo.
sucking people dry.
Mhm.
And then there's people who are fillers. Like I'm one of those people who like to fill people up, but sometimes I do too much
Hey.
for the wrong people. Like I need to stop because I'm a deplete myself trying to fill somebody else
Mhm.
up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
That's right.
and that's another thing with me. Like I am attracted to people who need filling. You know what I mean? So,
Do
like,
we?
I
Thought that was my job.
Pause.
I'm attracted to people who are in need of something, and I
Mm.
feel sometimes like it's my responsibility to help other people sometimes, and it's like, all right, not everybody needs that from you. Like, relax. Like, they'll get what they need when they need it. If they need something from you, they'll let you know. You don't have to take it upon yourself. You know, I'm not Captain Save
Oh.
whoever, save a whoever, but you know,
I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, no.
It took me a while to get here.
You get more exhausted doing
takes
that.
a lot out of you.
I've gotten a lot of people that you know, need nurturing, need this, need that from me, and I am officially retired.
Yeah,
I hung my cape,
yeah.
hung it
Yeah,
up.
so you gotta do it.
I ain't saving a hoe no more.
That's it.
Word.
You
That's
know,
it. You gotta save
now
yourself.
now I'm in such a good space. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bring yourself. Let's see.
Yeah.
But I'm not I'm not doing anything extra for
Yeah.
you. I'm just not there.
Fill me up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's so refreshing to be in the presence of people who don't need that much. You
It's
know what I'm
facts.
saying?
I just got here. I just got here. I just got here. I'm very pleased with who is in my life and who is not.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very, very pleased.
Me too.
Everyone is
That's great.
standing on their own, and we are just giving light and love everywhere.
It's beautiful. That's a beautiful place to be.
Done. I finally feel like I got rid of all the shit that was hanging around.
The dingleberries.
All the dingleberries have been wiped out, flushed down the toilet.
Use that handy wipe.
I used a baby wipe.
Wet wipe.
Kept it fresh.
Kept it moving. Clean as a whistle now.
No bidet.
And you know what? It's hard sometimes when you're going through dark times, when you're, going through a rough patch in life. Because like I said, no matter who you are, no matter how authentic you are, you're going to go through rough times. You're going to be in a dark place sometimes where you don't feel like giving much. It happens. But even in those dark times, I feel like it's important to still find a place to give to others, because I think it does help you to come out of those places. Like, when you're in that dark place, be mindful of the other people that you're relying on. Like, don't bombard them so much with your darkness that you can't even acknowledge that they have something going on, or, be respectful of their emotional space as well. Like, because you know how there's people who just pick up the phone and just blah, 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 without even saying, hi, how are you? Or, or you can do that. You can go blah, 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 blah as soon as you answer the phone. But then when you get that out, hey, how's your day? How are you doing? Thanks for listening to me. I appreciate it. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? The reciprocity, bring that back. Because I know so many people, we had a conversation with someone that we know where they're someone close to them just constantly is dumping on them and just dumping on them to the point where they just don't even want to answer the phone, because it's like, yo, like, I'm trying to have a good day. Like, I don't want to be brought down. And like those type of people, when you bring it to their attention, they're like, oh God, like, I'm not even going to say anything anymore. Like, so unaware. And it's terrible. Like, just be aware, be aware. It's hard. I know it's hard, especially when you're really going through something and you just need something. But if you're in that deep dark of a place where you feel like you're constantly dumping on someone else that you care about, seek help. Seek other help outside of that person, so that you can, unburden the other person a little bit. Unburden yourself. Go seek help, and seek appropriate help. Don't just go and sit down with someone and vent. That's not what therapy is about. Therapy is supposed to help you to get to a better place than where you started. And you need to find a therapist who is going to help you get there. If your therapist is sitting there just like, the whole time, and you're not having a constructive conversation, you're not working through stuff, you're not leaving that therapy office and feeling like you have some work to do and you're working through it, find another therapist. And if that therapist doesn't tell you that, like, look, I'm not seeing anything changing here. What is your goals for therapy? You're not with the right therapist. The therapist should be challenging you as well as supporting you. So make sure you're getting the proper help, in addition to relying on your friends and family. Because there's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with unburdening yourself with your family. But like I said, do not let that be your sole avenue of unburdening yourself, because you will burn bridges. You will burn out your friends and your family. It's very important. Get that additional help if you need it. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It will only do you better. It will only strengthen you if you go to the right person, the right therapist, the right psychologist, social worker, whoever it is you need to see. Do the diligence of finding the right person. I'm telling you, it's done so much for my life. I know it's done stuff for your life. It's very important. So I'm off my soapbox now. So yeah, I already mentioned it. You know, what does it look like? You know, sometimes, even when you're in the low period, your friends understand, your family understand that you're in a dark period. They don't expect much. You know, it's not like you have to show up and be like, "Hey, I'm here." No, sometimes they just want you to be there and just be present. That's all. As present as you can be, because it's hard. It's hard. I've definitely gone through times where I've had a hard time being present. But if you can just give that much, and if you can't, like I said, if you can't give that much, then you really need to get some help, some additional help, so that you can do that. Yeah, because when that person that you're relying on is going through a time like that, you want to be able to be there for them. You want to be able to return that favor. You know what I'm saying? There's been so many times where you've been there for me. You know what I mean? When I'm going through a dark.
It's just, I mean, it's always going to be someone's turn.
Exactly. Exactly. And it sucks. But you know what? Just thank God that you have those people when you need them. You know? Just be respectful of people's boundaries, man. Like if someone tells you, I don't know if I told this story, but if someone tells you, look, I'm not feeling it right now, like I don't want to see anybody, I don't want any company, don't just show up.
Oh shit.
I have had someone do this to me, and it was the most disrespectful, annoying, inconsiderate thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, that's a whole other thing because they have a superiority complex.
Yeah, they definitely do have a superiority complex. But I remember I was mourning my mom dying. Like, hello. And this person wanted to come give me something of my mom's. That is the last thing I want. If you don't know what to do for someone who is mourning the loss of someone very close to them, just listen to what they tell you. If they're like, look, I don't want to see nobody, I don't want to talk to anybody, respect that. Let them know that you're there and respect that. You know, you don't have to step all the way back, but just be like, okay, I got you. I'll check in with you tomorrow or something like that. But don't show up.
Yeah, best bet is to mail it. If you're so inclined to get it out your house, you mail it.
Even still, I didn't even want it. I didn't want it.
It was a whole different thing.
I didn't even want it.
I do what I want, whether you like it or not.
And the crazy way that
it's also
we looked at them.
I know
so
what's
funny.
best for you rather than what you think is best for yourself. It's insane. Yeah.
The hubris.
Ooh. Ooh. Did you see her face? Look at that.
Now I'm going to say it more. Just be respectful of people's emotional states, spaces, just general consideration. Like, general consideration, people. It's not that hard. You know, and I noticed that people who are not as authentic lack self-awareness, I think. I don't know if that's really the case, but to me, I feel like they lack self-awareness.
I tend to think people who lack self-awareness is just more a selfish person. Yeah. they're self-absorbed and you know, it's just whatever they want.
Yeah,
right.
Basically.
That's it.
Right. As long as they get what they want, their intended goal, whatever, they don't care. Yeah, I don't know. When you're authentic, I truly believe that you invite authentic people, authenticity into your life. But at the same time, you can invite those who mistakenly think that your authenticity is a sign of weakness, and they'll try to take advantage of you. So, you know, you have to be on guard for that as well. Because it's not true. Just because you're authentic, it doesn't mean that you're weak. So they might try to play games and manipulate you, you know, whatever, to get what they want. But that's not the case.
She flowing through these notes. I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm just I'm trying to make it sound natural, but I'm reading at the same time.
I'm going to jump to the next thing. So I've noticed, again, during this alone time, I wasn't good with flowing. I have control issues. I like
that in the notes too.
I like to control things, and I want things to happen when I want them to happen. And when they don't, I'm not pleased, and I'll throw a tantrum. And I'm not being mindful of the fact that we're all adults and we all have lives and we all have schedules and we're all busy and we're all doing things, and some busier than others. And I didn't know how to like just go with it. And I feel like a part of it is because I put a timestamp on everything, and it's not even something that it's not something I intentionally put a timestamp on, but it's something that has been so embedded in my head. There's just time frames on everything, and I'm finally coming to a point where it's like there's no time frame on anything, unless I want to put a time frame on something.
Right.
So I'm trying to just let things be natural and just go, and just I'm trying to. I feel like I've also wasn't very present. I was always jumping ahead to the future or flashing back to the past, and I wasn't present and acknowledging every situation I'm in is completely different. I did a lot of comparisons, which was not healthy. So I'm trying to just find what's happening today, be happy in it, be sad in it, whatever the fuck it is, and just go with it.
That's beautiful.
So it's hard to flow, but try to flow. I know a lot of us have control issues. We want shit when we fucking want it. But that's not how the fucking universe works.
It's not
at all.
And there's a natural flow. There's an ebb and flow to life.
There is.
And once you realize how it works, then you're better able to go along with the waves and flow with it. You know, you're better able to deal with how things move and change. And you understand it more.
And accepting people for who they are is a big part of it.
Yeah. Amen, sister. Amen. There's a reason why certain things aren't happening when you want them to, though. You know, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, you know, ever. It just means that not right now. Maybe there's a lesson that you need to learn, or there's something that you need to go through before that's to happen for you. You know, like I always talk about how if Babe had met me anytime sooner than when we met, he wouldn't have wanted me. Like there were certain things I needed to go through. There were certain things I needed to experience in order to attract, first of all, a man like him.
Or you would have got him, but it wouldn't have evolved into anything.
Right. He would have saw through it right away. He would have been like, no, she's not ready. She's not ready. You know, like there was too much. And even with, you know, where I am right now with starting my career as a therapist, like I went through so many different things before landing on, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. And I needed to live a little bit. I needed to experience certain things before I got into this in order to be ready, you know, and you're never fully all the way ready all the time. You know what I'm saying? But there's some things that you need to experience or go through or just realize before the next level happens in your life. So just because it's not happening right now does not mean it's never going to happen. So don't be discouraged by what it looks like. Try to find a lesson. Try to be present, like you were saying. Try to be present in the now and look around you. See what you're supposed to be, you know, taking in.
Don't expect anything from anyone unless it's yourself. You're the only person that you can control.
Yes,
at
Lord.
all.
Yep.
So don't expect certain things, certain behaviors, certain anything from anyone. Only expect from yourself.
Yep.
That's it.
Absolutely. And what you mentioned before about control, that is the reason why a lot of people force things to happen or to try to happen, because we're not trusting the process. We're not trusting God. We're, you know, trying to make things happen on our timeline, and that's not the best timeline.
I reflected on a lot of previous relationships, and I realized that a lot of them went on way longer than it should have, because it kind of became a game to me where it's like, wait, you're gonna no? Oh, you think it's no? And it turned into this whole thing, but I only played myself in the end. You know what I'm saying? Like, accept any and everything that a person shows you.
Yes.
And either leave it or proceed with it, but you can't expect anyone to change and do whatever it is. You have to accept whatever people show you.
Yes.
That's it. Not words.
Actions.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Don't expect anyone to change for you, because it's not going to happen.
They will not do it. People only change for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
If they claim they're changing for you, it's only temporary. So.
Did you do a poll?
Yeah, I was just about to read it. So when something isn't happening for you in life, how do you handle it? 25% said I force it to happen, and 75% say I go with the flow. And I was wondering, I should have asked a follow-up question as to, I wonder what it's like for the people who force it to happen. Are you happy with the result that you get?
Probably not 100% happy. They'll get a sense of accomplishment because, okay, I got the outcome I wanted, but not at the same time.
Yeah.
Because they know deep down inside it's not a genuine outcome.
Mm-hmm. And I honestly feel like,
I think it depends on what it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you force a promotion? That's awesome.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
the only thing I could.
Yeah, there's
Something
certain
like
things that
Right.
you do need to force.
Depends on what it is. Yeah.
But I think there's certain things in life in general that you shouldn't be forcing.
Majority things.
Yeah. Relationships you should not be forcing.
Yep.
Relationships evolve naturally. And when you meet the right person, you will know. I say it all the time. It sounds cliche, but you will know. You will know. Just like you know when this person is really not right for you. It's really the problem is that people come into is that they don't want to accept the fact that this person isn't for them. They see all these things about them that they're like, oh, I want that. But they're not seeing the big, huge red flags that is like, run away. So they're like, you know what, I'll just ignore the red flags and just force this relationship to happen so that I can be in a relationship because that's what I want. And that's not going to serve you. Like, you need to just let things happen naturally. Look and see, like you said, what they're presenting. If they're telling you this, then if they're showing you this, that's what it is. Don't make up scenarios in your head. Don't put words in their mouth. It is what it is. Go on to the next person. Don't fool yourself into thinking that there's no one else out there that you will meet. You know, work on your self-esteem as well, because, you know, you were saying before, a lot of people with, you know, your self-esteem is low. You don't think you can get better. You know, you don't trust the process because you don't think that you're good enough, or you don't think that it's going to happen for you, so you force it yourself. But, you know, you're doing yourself a disservice. I remember a long time ago, I think I said this before in church, the pastor was saying, like, you know, when you get to heaven, God is going to show you everything that he had planned for you, and you're going to sit there and cry pretty much forever, because you're going to be amazed at all the things that he had for you. And it was so far above and beyond what you could have even imagined for yourself. We shortchange ourselves so much because we don't trust God. We don't trust the process. We don't trust that he has the best intentions in mind for us and plans for us. And if we just have faith, sometimes we have to let go. You were talking about control issues. Not sometimes. You have to let go. You have to let go, especially when it comes to, you know, things that you really, really, really want in life. That job, that relationship, whatever it is that's important to you in your life. Like, sometimes you just got to let it go. You put it out there, what you want, and you manifest that. You have faith that you will get that, and it will happen. But if you keep thinking to yourself, I'm not good enough, it's not going to happen. I'll never meet that person. You know, like, it's not going to happen then.
Or it needs to happen right now. I'm out. Fuck this.
Yep.
And it's like, well, you left a whole great situation because you didn't let it evolve naturally.
Yes. Be patient.
So.
Be patient. Patience and faith, they work together. We talked about it in one of the episodes. I don't remember which one. We talked about it. They go hand in hand. Patience and faith. Darn it, I was going to say something, I forgot. Yeah, but in terms of the other poll, I was asking on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is authenticity to you? And pretty much everybody said 10. Some people said 12. One person said 8. But, you know, authenticity is very important.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps you flow through life easier, I believe, being an authentic person. You will create all kinds of obstacles for yourself by being inauthentic. So, you know, keep all these in mind. Go back and listen to Patience and Faith. It will help you with this topic as well. I think that's all I got.
It's about that time.
All right. What time is it?
Bling, bling, bling,
I ran out of wine. That's what time it is. We have the most delicious wine. What is it called? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I have it in my pictures, but I don't know if anybody really cares. What is it called? Vitro? In vitro?
Whoa.
Oh shit!
It looks like in vitro.
It is. Well,
no.
With an E. INVE.
Inveltro? Is
that
that
a
is that an L or is that a line? I don't know what this is.
The way they designed this bottle, though, bocce. I don't know. It's very good.
That was stupid.
Anyway.
That was stupid.
It's affirmation time.
All right. The affirmation for the week. I will flow with the universe and be true to myself in the process.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That incorporates everything we was just talking about. Yes. All right, y'all. I hope you guys got something out of that. I felt like that was a very important discussion we had. I feel good. That made me feel good. Babe, you were so quiet this episode. You ain't got nothing to say?
I was listening. Sometimes you gotta let the MFT speak. The motherfucking therapist.
and Pastor Mel over here too.
You know.
On
you
the pulpit.
She puts the voice for real.
I gotta bring a piano next time.
Clearly. Just doing it
Be
right.
one with the universe.
That was good. That was good though. So stupid.
All right, y'all. Whew, it's getting hot down here. We gotta turn this AC back on. Oh, it's on. Oh.
It's on energy saver.
Oh. So it turned off?
Yeah, just as because it's 72 in that room. So.
Oh God. All right. Well, fan coming back on. All right. Nothing else I could think of. No announcements here. But shout out to everybody who's still listening. We really appreciate you. I'm seeing the downloads go up, and I'm really encouraged by that. Like the fact that you guys really actually listen. Shout out to y'all who listened to the end of the podcast.
Smash that like, yo.
Smash that like. Well, you can't like if you listen on like Spotify or Amazon,
YouTube,
but you know, if you listen or watch the YouTube video, yeah, we need our viewership to go up on YouTube. So go on ahead and check us out on YouTube.
Or just hit like and get off and listen however you listen.
Yeah, however you listen.
How about that?
Be authentic to yourself, whatever works for you. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate you guys. We will be back to chat with y'all next week. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.
If you are enjoying the Common Woman podcast and would like to support, please like, subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you would like to contact the Common Woman podcast, you can email us at thecommonwomanpodcast@gmail.com or reach out to us on social media on Instagram @thecommonwomanpodcast and on Twitter @commonwomanpod. Thank you for your support.